You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Well, guys, man, Kevin Stefanski just proves once again the hate for Shedeur Sanders is real. Sabotaging continues after the Cleveland Browns fall to the Tennessee Titans 31-29 when Shedeur Sanders put up a historic performance. But we're going to talk about it right after this. Well, guys, man, once again, Kevin Stefanski did not let you Cleveland Brown fans down again. Once again, Kevin Stefanski has showed his true colors, his true face, and the hate and disdain that he has for Shedeur Sanders on not wanting Shedeur Sanders to be legendary and not wanting Shedeur Sanders to succeed. Shedeur Sanders today against the Tennessee Titans, he balled out. And Kevin Stefanski once again took the football out of Shedeur Sanders' hands when it mattered most. Now, do you guys realize that Shedeur Sanders led Cleveland Browns down the field with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game? He led an 80-yard drive for 7 plays and scored on a scrambling touchdown to get in the end zone. And then Cleveland Browns defense finally gets a stop. Shedeur Sanders marches right back down the field in the 2-minute drive and puts the ball in the end zone on a pinpoint pass to Harold Fannin Jr. And what does Cleveland do? Take the ball out of Shedeur Sanders' hands and try to go for 2 with the Wildcat. They need to take the Wildcat out of their offense. That Wildcat is so predictable. Why not keep your rookie quarterback in there that's been cooking all game? One mistake, but he's been cooking all game, and you take the ball out of his hands. We can't defend Kevin Stefanski no more. It's very glaring that he does not want Shedeur Sanders to succeed as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders put up a historic performance. The first Browns quarterback since 2017 to throw for over 300 yards. Since 2017, that's 8 years ago. And that was Deshaun Kaiser out of Notre Dame. And Shedeur Sanders puts up historic numbers. And Shedeur Sanders put up the best numbers across the board in the NFL today. Like Shedeur Sanders said a long time ago, give him an opportunity, because what he's seeing some of these quarterbacks playing around the league, he can do better. But if y'all want to critique a 5th-round pick the way y'all critique a 5th-round pick, y'all go ahead and do it. But y'all got to realize y'all critiquing a 5th-round pick, right? That's what y'all told us. He's a 5th-round pick. And y'all critiquing a 5th-round pick. When is the last time that anybody has critiqued a 5th-round pick? Now, also, if you guys want to be critical, won't y'all go critique what Joe Burrows did today? Yeah, he had the 4 touchdowns, but he had the 2 picks. Critique what we just saw in Patrick Mahomes. Critique what we saw out of Jaden Daniels. Critique what we saw out of Tyler Shuck. Critique what we saw out of Jackson Dart. Critique what we saw out of Tua Tagovailoa. Won't y'all critique them? But y'all critiquing a 5th-round draft choice. He's making the haters and putting the haters in shambles. Because what Shedeur Sanders did today was warranty of a win, but you got a head coach that is part of the haterism. That is part of the hater tribe. That is part of not wanting Shedeur Sanders to succeed. And Kevin Stefanski just told you guys in his press conference that he's responsible for calling them plays. So don't let them think that they played Jedi mind tricks on us saying that Tommy Reese is the offensive play caller. Nah, Kevin Stefanski's still calling them plays. So don't get it twisted. He just took ownership to that in his post-game press conference. And we're going to listen to what Kevin Stefanski said right after this.
Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the easiest way to get in on some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, win you some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, get every pick right, and win some serious cash. Use my promo code SBD23 and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now that it's football time, follow Simply Ball Dropping as I share my picks. Like I said, pick your player, choose your amount, win money. Make picks, win cash. Thank you, Underdog Fantasy, for the partnership with us. And thank you for using promo code SBD23 on Underdog Fantasy.
Now let's take a listen to what Kevin Stefanski had to say right after this game.
Very disappointed. You got to give credit to the Titans. They won the game, so they made more plays than we did in the end, but just disappointed to some of the things that happened in that game. We expect more from our run defense. The giveaways there, that's not about who we are. We got to protect the ball. We had a punt blocked, and obviously not getting either of the 2-point plays really off is frustrating. So that's on all of us. We own it. Can't hide from it. It's all of us. It's offense, defense, special teams. It's players and coaches. We'll own it. It's frustrating, but we'll move on together. That's what we'll do. Then I'll take any questions.
I know Shedeur had the pretty bad interception, but just overall, what about the sort of moxie that he showed in bringing?
Yeah, he fought, throughout the game, which we knew he would. Obviously, with any young player, Mary Kay, there's going to be ups and downs, and I thought there were some really good moments. He'll keep learning from some of the plays that he wants back, but some really good moments.
What was supposed to happen on that last 2-point conversion?
Yeah, not going to get into all the specifics, Jeff, but obviously did not go as we thought it would.
Did you make that call or did Tommy?
Yeah, I make every call. You
hear what he said? He makes every call.
Why would you take him off?
Yeah, it's a 2-point play. Didn't come through on our first 2-point play. Got to the second 2-point play. We didn't come through, but that's on me.
Was that play call yours or Tommy's?
I'm responsible for all of it.
You hear what he said? He's responsible for all the play calls.
I guess what prompted wanting to go forward in that scenario?
Yeah, it's a scenario that we talk about a lot. That's something that when you're down 14, feel good about the decision there. Didn't come through.
You mentioned the run defense. What did you see as being the biggest issue?
Yeah, we have to look at it. That's not what we're built to do. It's not what we're about. We'll look at all of it again. It's things that we'll make sure we point it out and fix it. But give them credit. But that's something that we hang our hat on.
Kevin, another special teams blunder. How do you keep believing in Bubba?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that type of stuff, Jeff. We have to play better. We have to coach better. But that's just the bottom line.
And now you heard what Kevin Stefanski had to say, man. It's downright diabolical what Kevin Stefanski is doing, man. Talking about the special team coach, Bubba. He don't want to get off into it. It's basically showing you that he's really not trying to let Shedeur Sanders succeed. And that's just the bottom line. Shedeur Sanders is out there giving a gritty performance. And Shedeur Sanders, what he did was spectacular. First rookie to do this. Now take a look at what Shedeur Sanders did. Shedeur Sanders, 4 total TDs, 393 total yards. First rookie quarterback to throw for 300 plus yards this season. And this is only his 3rd start. He outperformed Cam Ward. And your defense let you down, and your head coaching and your coaching staff let you down. This is things that can't happen to the Cleveland Browns. They don't want to win. Kevin Stefanski just showed you that he does not want Shedeur Sanders to succeed. He's basically letting us know that, and we got to keep pointing that out, man. The evidence is just clear that you take the ball out of Shedeur Sanders after he came down and put you in a position to tie the game, and you take your quarterback off the field for the potentially tie-in 2-point conversion to send the game into overtime. And then you take your chances from there. Like they always say, when y'all tell Shedeur Sanders just live for another play, coaches, y'all need to extend the game. Y'all need to live to extend the game. But it's just the mounting evidence is just piling up on Kevin Stefanski, and he can't hide it no more. You can't hide this stuff, man. And then Mary Kay, you focusing on the one interception. Quarterbacks throw interceptions around the league all the time, but y'all trying to critique a 5th-round draft choice, knowing that he's not a 5th-round draft choice. That's why y'all critiquing him. Y'all critiquing him. He's like he's a 12-year NFL veteran in the league. Everybody's so focused on what Shedeur Sanders is not out there doing, but you're not focusing what Shedeur Sanders is doing. Shedeur Sanders deserves better. You don't look no further. The Cleveland Browns got their franchise quarterback. It's up to the coaching staff to put the players around him for him to succeed. The offensive line is terrible. Every throw that Shedeur Sanders made today, he was getting hit, and he still was standing in the gun barrel letting that ball go. But y'all tell me y'all wasted 6.5 games to evaluate Dylan Gabriel that don't even come close to the performances that Shedeur Sanders has put up. Like I said, if you look at it toe-to-toe, tape to tape, even though Tennessee got the win, he outperformed Cam Ward. Y'all saw Cam Ward. Critique Cam Ward. Cam Ward missed a lot of throws. He had a pick. Nobody said nothing about it. He had some overthrows. Nobody said nothing about it. He took sacks. Nobody said nothing about it. So what's the critique on Cam Ward? See, this is what the haters do. In Kevin Stefanski, you feeding into the haters. And the haters are going to stay around until you fix it, Kevin Stefanski. Because basically, like what everybody been saying, you've been trying to sabotage Shedeur Sanders. And it's clear now. You don't want that man to succeed. You don't want Shedeur to have his moment. That was a legendary performance where you marched your team down twice in a 4-minute span to put 12 points on the board, and the analytics messed the game up. Because when you scored the first time, when Shedeur scrambled for the touchdown, y'all should have kicked the extra point. Make it a 7-point game. Then when you scored again, you wouldn't put yourself in that situation where you had to go for 2. You kicked the field goal, and you tie the game up and send it over into overtime. So you don't trust your kicker, Andre Smith? Kevin Stefanski, man, you got to do better, man. And this is the reason why people say you're sabotaging Shedeur's young career. And a lot of people want Shedeur up out of Cleveland. But Cleveland, you got your franchise quarterback. Now it's time to make adjustments around Shedeur Sanders and build around Shedeur Sanders. Because Shedeur Sanders is that dude. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.